Greetings. I would like to open a new game, and the opponent played g4. It's a Grob opening or Grob gambit. You can say whatever you want. But when I played d5, he moves the pawn to g5. Basically, he doesn't want to play the main line, because the main line is bishop g2, and then there is attempt to attack the pawn on d5. So I play g6, I stop the pawn because I want to develop my bishop somehow. And I want that my position was too compressed. If necessary, if he plays h4, I will play h5. And I want to play h5, f5, and e5 in this case. So he plays h4 or f4, and I play h6. Then he supports, and we exchange rocks. So now actually the position of my king becomes a little bit better. I don't need to do the castle. I just need to move it to the f side, and it will be okay because there is no white rock. The other problem, what to do with the other positions, because he wants to play f4, d4, and now b4, and this way he just block all the central lines. So I try to attack his b4, and he supports. So again, we exchange the second rook, and now there is no rook. We play now without rook. So, but I have initiative because in my turn, and I can attack the bishop. He protects. Now I attack another bishop. I attack another bishop from a6. So, and even the position is not so developed so far. I have advantage because I have right now initiative so far. So, what to do next? And his pawns are too deep in my defense, so I can attack them one by one. So first I want to attack on c5, but I also want to move on the open line, along the open line. Okay, he attacks my bishop, and I don't think it's a smart idea because I move g4, and now I attack the pawn. If I take the pawn, then he will recapture with the queen, and then I take the black bishop. So I will win 1 pawn if he doesn't notice. And the opponent makes some other maneuver, and I take the pawn. So his idea is to take my bishop, to exchange my bishop anyway, but my idea is to win something. So, and this is what I do. Now, yeah, and if the opponent moves the queen, so I move back, and now it's yeah, it could be a checkmate actually. Yeah, I didn't notice. I should move back. Yeah, it could be a checkmate. I decided to push him more. Anyway, my position is superior so far because the position of white pawns are too far away, and his pieces are not so mobile for support of these pawns. So I can attack the white king with my queen and other pieces. I just need to open the space for that. So this why I play c5, and seems he doesn't want to do anything, but I want to attack, and attack the knight. So what he's gonna do, I don't think that it would be a good idea for him to exchange queens, because without queen I will be able to attack his pawns more effectively. Yeah, he decided to exchange the queen. And then I will take the queen and will be able to attack all pawns. Now I take the pawn on the b, and after that I move the knight, and he has he cannot protect. So he attacked me with a king. Maybe a good idea to move the pawn to e4 because that bishop is strong. And now if he played d4, I'll just take the bishop. He protects the bishop and he protects the pawn with the bishop. Didn't notice that he has possibility to play d5. But I can attack again. I can move my... Yeah, I don't like the idea too. But next I also can move my bishop to f8 and my knight to b5. And for now, it could be a check, but I play bishop, so prevent the check. And also attack the pawn. So the question is how he will protect the pawn b5. Because if he doesn't, I will take it. And I will have 2 pawns. He can take my pawn on e4. But I still want to take the pawn on b file. And I need to notice that I have not much time, so time is a problem, so need to think faster. So now what he will do, he cannot protect the pawn. He decides to take that pawn on e, and I take the pawn on b. So far I have +1 still, and I exchange the one knight, because I think too many knights is not so good for me. I prefer to play against one knight and do it successfully. I restrict his motion possibilities, and now his bishop, I don't know what is his, why did he move to c3, because I attack him and move the pawn, so he needs to move again. And the other problem, my pawn will continue moving. So now if he moves bishop, if he moves the knight, so it would be one direction. If he moves bishop, so it will be another option. So the option here right now, I can check and attack the bishop, but instead he attacks, and it's not good for him. So I move the bishop and take the second one. I mean, he will exchange the bishop for the pawn. Okay, now I have an extra bishop, and I can take another pawn. The opponent cannot protect the pawn, therefore he tries to exchange it, and after exchange I also take another pawn. But here I overlook the checkmate. It was a checkmate on f5 or f4. But still it will be a checkmate if the opponent surrendered, because actually his position is bad. He sees that there is a checkmate on f6, but in fact it was a checkmate on f5 as well. So whatever he did, I just move my king away and checkmate the king. I need to move the king on e7 to checkmate the opponent. Yeah, I actually dominated in this game, even though the game was strange. Started with the opponent blocked my position in g4, then on d4, then b4, and it was difficult actually to counter-attack, difficult to develop, but I managed to exchange. So we exchanged the rooks, and after that I managed to find a plan to attack him. And the most important, I had the initiative the entire game. Yeah, right now I want to show you what the opponent want to do. Is he can move this way, but if I move back my king, it will, no, here it's also checkmate. Yeah, here I want to show the initial checkmate here. Initial checkmate here. This is important moment. I overlook, but in any case I win the game. Just checkmate in a few moves. Okay, I hope you like this game. See you next time. Bye bye.